I am so glad to be back, I can't tell you. A month in the hospital and at my sister's house convalescing after open heart surgery, which was a surprise. I went in for a routine thing, and it ended up not being routine. They ran me down the hall to the hospital, to the ICU, and I was there. I'm finally back home. Today's my first day back in the house, and I'm so pleased. The thing I missed the most, besides my cat probably, was this guitar, this Martin. Yeah, my sister has a really nice guitar that they had there for me to play, but man, it was an Epiphone, the J200, if you know that guitar. Nice enough guitar, but man, it wasn't my Martin, and I just miss, you know, you get to where your hands just fit, like on a woman, you know, how your hands just fit right on the right woman, your hands just fit on the right guitar. Going to do a song written by Gillian Welch. I don't know if Dave Rollins helped her on this. She's part of the band called the Dave Rollins Machine, fabulous band. She's also a solo artist and does great stuff, including writing such wonderful songs as this. It's called By the Mark, which kind of reminds me, I want to invite you on a quest, and I will tell you all about it at the end of this video, okay? You and me on a quest. You'll love it. Okay, so let me pull up the words, By the Mark. Now you can get all these, you can get all the lyrics and stuff on my website, easy3chordcountry.com. You can follow along, get the lyrics there, and sometimes I have the chord changes written. But it's an easy 3-chord song. A lot of people do it in the key of C, as in Charlie. I like to do it in D delta. So the 3 chords we're going to do are D delta, A alpha, and you can do that using 3 fingers or just 1 finger. You'll see me do both because just remember, we're playing by shapes. If you're trying to think of what finger goes on what string and which fret, other than when you're first learning it, you're never going to be fast enough to play. So what you do is, I'm thinking D delta, it's a little triangle right there. A is those right there, and then G. I always think of G. He's flipping the bird at me. So those are our 3 chords. The strum pattern I'm using is 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Something to that effect. Slow it down a little bit. That feels right. When I cross over, I will shout and I will sing. I will know my Savior by the marks where the nails have been. By the marks where the nails have been, by the sign on his precious skin. I will know my Savior when I come to him, by the marks where the nails have been. A man of riches can claim a crown of jewels, but the King of heaven can be told from the Prince of Fools. By the marks where the nails have been, by the sign on his precious skin, I will know my Savior when I come to him, by the marks where the nails have been. On Calvary's mountain, where they made him suffer so, all my sin was paid for a long, long time ago. By the marks where the nails have been, by the signs on his precious skin, I will know my him by the marks where the nails have been. By the marks where the nails have been, by the signs on his precious skin. I will know my Savior when I come to him, by the marks where the nails have been. By the marks where the nails have been. Okay, the quest. The quest that I want you to join me in. Thinking, what could you and I do to make this world a better place? And I've figured it out. It's obvious to me. Now, before COVID hit, I had a little band, my wife and I, before she passed on, and we called that little band the Second Sunday Gospel Choir. And we called it that because just the way the schedules worked out between Penny and me and her sister Christine and my sister Christine when she was in town, and my sister Sam and her husband, and whoever was available to play would join our little group called the Second Sunday Gospel Choir. And we would run around to old folks' homes and retirement homes and hospitals and stuff and play for the people who were there. And those people are down and out. Those people sometimes have no friends, have no family. And for you and me to show up and play some music means the world to them. Now, it's entirely possible if you're watching my channel here, you're a beginner guitar player, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm not going to play in front of people. You have a talent. At least you have the desire to play. And if you have the desire to play, I believe that's a calling from God that you should play. And since God gave you that talent, I think it's only fair that you use that in His service. So I would like for this to be your quest. It's certainly mine. Put together 10, 12 songs. That's all you need, 10 or 12 songs. And by the time you get to 5 or 6 songs that you're fluent in, the next 5 or 6 will be nothing, and the next 15 to 50 to 200 will be nothing. But put together a little book like I've shown you before. That I've got my music in. Like that. And just get you a bunch of songs together. And after you've got that book together, and you've got 10 or 15 songs that you can play well, and at the drop of a hat, call the activities director at the local old folks home or retirement village or whatever you've got and say, look, I want to come down and just do some music for about an hour. And go down there and play. And you will get a crowd, and you will lighten those people's loads. The other thing that we did with the Second Sunday Gospel Choir is we would bring along people who didn't play, who maybe just sang a little bit, or who didn't sing or play. But what they would do is they would visit with the old folks, and especially if those people have kids, because a lot of these old people have not seen a child in years. So I would like for you to consider that your new quest. Learn 12 to 15 songs, and then put together a little show and go play at a nursing home. I talked to my sister who owns a funeral home. Another sister. Yeah, I got 3 or still of them. My other sister owns a funeral home, and I talked to her, and she plays auto harp, and she and I and her husband, who plays just about anything he puts his hands on, are going to go and start playing here in the next month or so once I actually can get out of the house again. I'm really kind of I'm restricted to the house for another month, but after that we're going to be out, and I'd like for you to be out too. So please make that your goal with me, and write down in the comments if what you plan on, your plan of attack and your successes. If you wouldn't mind putting that in the comments below, I'd like to hear about it.